Hey guys, welcome back for another video. My name is Sarah. I'm a homeschool mom to 4 kids, and you guys know that on my channel I like to share homeschooling content, things that are relevant for homeschool mom life, and I love doing that. I love encouraging moms in their homeschooling, parenting, and really just in general day-to-day life. And for me, that includes encouragement in personal fitness because I really do enjoy working out and the benefits that brings me as a homeschool mom. And also because I think it's important to be a good steward of our bodies, these bodies that God has given us for our own benefit, for our family's benefit, and for the glory of God. So this week I'm going to be filming a week of my workouts for you guys to show you the kind of things that I do and how it can be possible to fit in exercise alongside homeschooling and all of the other things that we have on our plates as moms. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't lack motivation at time. In fact, I chose this week to film because this is the hard part of the training season for me and I need some extra motivation myself. Some of you know that I am a distance runner. That's one of the things that I love to do. I train for and run marathons, and last weekend I ran a marathon in Asheville, North Carolina. So after that, it takes a few days really before you can even walk correctly again. So I've really done almost no exercise this past week. I did an elliptical workout and some strength training near the end of the week, but that's it. And it's kind of a hard week coming off of a race like that because you spend weeks and weeks training hard and building up to it, and then it's over so quickly, and then it takes a little bit to recover. And that recovery week is challenging because you're moving less and eating about the same, and it's just all kind of a mess. Emotions are kind of weird through all of that too. But anyway, I'm ready this week to get back into a regular routine, and I'm excited to take you guys with me. I have one more race coming up this spring, and then I have one, maybe two on the horizon for the fall. But my next marathon is 6 weeks away right now. Typically, most of my workouts would be running. In fact, the last race I did, the plan I followed had me running about 6 days a week with one rest day. I have a goal in mind for my marathons that I would love to hit, but I'm kind of wavering anywhere from 1 to 8 minutes away, which over the course of a 3.5-hour marathon might not seem like a lot, but I really would ideally like to shave about 20 seconds off per mile, which is a lot. So in these 6 weeks that I have, my plan is to change up my training a little bit and focus a bit more on strength and speed work, more anaerobic work these next few weeks because I really want to be able to maintain my race pace for longer during my races. The problem with running for 6 days for me was that I just didn't have time to fit in other training as well. And although I was doing some speed training with my runs, I don't think it was enough. So this time around, I still am planning on running about 4 to 5 days per week with at least 1 day of speed work. And then I'm going to schedule in 2 days of full body strength training with a body pump class, 1 core workout, and 1 high intensity interval training workout on the spin bike just to mix things up a little bit. That's what I'm planning for this week. So if things go as planned, that's probably what you're going to see. When it comes to working out, I think that it's good to have the habit of doing it and having a good routine, but it can just become another box to check off, which it certainly does for me, especially with all the races that I like to do. And in doing the same things over and over, running for most of my workouts, at this point, I'm not sure I'm getting all of the benefits that I can from the time I'm putting into exercising. And I'm not getting in as much strength work as I'd like to because there's that trade-off, you know? So I'm hoping that in being intentional about changing things up this week and throughout this round of training, it will help push me a little bit more and keep things interesting and give my body something new to adapt to. That being said, there is nothing wrong with having a habit of exercising or checking off those boxes. I would encourage you to make exercise a habit. If you are watching this, maybe for motivation, maybe you're currently not exercising at all, or you kind of go back and forth between exercising and not exercising, definitely begin to think about how you can put things into place to get into that habit and make fitness a priority. But if you are in the habit of exercising, let's say you're walking 30 minutes or something every morning, or I don't know, maybe you are using a tracker to make sure you get a certain number of steps in each day. That's great. Definitely build those habits. And if you are happy with what you're doing, there's no problem with that. Don't hear me wrong. But what I'm saying is it can also be really fun to change things up a bit and challenge yourself every once in a while. I think it feels so good to set goals or set new challenges and work to accomplish them, especially if you've been doing the same thing for a while. Now, as a homeschool mom, or even a mom in general, you have to be realistic about what this looks like for you. Most of my workouts are done at home. I have some equipment that I've invested in that's in my basement, or I will run outside, or sometimes go to a local track to run. I rarely go to the gym anymore because it's just not convenient for me. I actually used to teach group fitness classes and went to the gym 4 to 5 days a week when my kids were younger, but we weren't as busy then. And for a few reasons, I took teaching those classes off my plate for now and kind of do my own thing at home. So you don't need to go to a gym. You can if you want to. I know some moms like to go because they need that time out of the house, and maybe they have a daycare at the gym that they can take advantage of. But you can work out at home, and you don't even need very much to do it. Like I said, I've invested in some things over time. I'll show you guys this week what equipment I have, but there are so many workouts that you can do with little to no equipment and even little to no space. So many options. So if you don't have a great habit of exercising yet, it comes down to making that choice to just do it, just get moving. Decide you're going to prioritize your health and fitness and just get started. If you like the idea of group fitness classes or having a trainer, having a schedule, then the easiest thing that I always recommend is Les Mills On Demand. They are not sponsoring this video. This is actually the company that I'm certified through. So I really love and stand behind their training programs. And if you have a phone or a computer, you can use the app to do just about any workout you want to, of any length, with any amount of equipment. And if the excuse of not having time alone to work out gets you because you're at home all day with the kids, they actually have a great program for kids as well called, I think it's Born to Move, and you can do it with your kids. So make it a PE class or something, but with something like this, you really don't have to think too much about it. You simply decide to do it, press a few buttons on your phone or computer, and get moving. And I promise, once you get into the habit, once you start, you will start noticing changes in how you feel, maybe even your mood and your sleep and the food that you want to put into your body, and it will be worth it. So often I see moms not prioritizing their health for the sake of everything else they do, or it's the whole mentality of starting tomorrow, or having this vision of someday getting your health on track. But I see people either struggle to implement change, or they don't even know where to start, or maybe not even knowing the benefits or that they should be exercising. There are so many things that can hold people back, but don't let that be you. I want to encourage you to start today. Doesn't have to be perfect. It can be something small that you build on, but if you don't start, you can't build that habit. Unfortunately, I've also seen multiple occasions of people that I know and love not prioritizing their health until they experience a crisis of some sort, and then they realize how important it is and then get their act together. But why wait? Why wait for that when we have the opportunity to be strong and healthy, not just for our own sake, but for our kids, our families, and to be able to live well and carry out the work God has for us here in the time we have in the bodies that He has blessed us with. Okay, I could go on. I feel like I could keep talking, but let me know in the comments, you guys, what questions you have so far. I'm going to get started on my workout for the day. Today, I have 2 things planned. This morning, I have an easy 6-mile run. I'm going to do that on my treadmill today just because I like the treadmill, and it's kind of cold, rainy, and windy outside, and I just don't want to go out this morning. Later this evening, I'm planning on doing a Les Mills core class, so that will be strength work focusing on abs, back, glutes, basically core stability muscles. I have not done one of those in a while, so it's going to be challenging, and I am really looking forward to it. All right, it is lunchtime. I wanted to show you guys real quick a super easy lunch option that I really enjoy. Sorry for the bad lighting, but I've got some ground turkey in here, and all I put with that is some onion powder, paprika, a little bit of ground cayenne pepper, salt and pepper, and then I will make about 4 patties out of that, throw it on the George Foreman, and then I have 4 days of super easy burgers. I will just eat those with a fork, no bun or anything, just the turkey patty. And then I've got some Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing, and then just some basic romaine lettuce to go with that. On days where I'm a bit hungrier, I will maybe throw in an apple or some macadamia nuts or things like that. But this is a pretty easy go-to lunch for me when I actually am feeling like a little bit bigger lunch. I'm not a huge lunch person, but this is what I am going for today. So I'm getting that going, and then we're going to be finishing up some schoolwork for the afternoon. Hi you guys. So we are done with school for the day, and I came back downstairs because I really wanted to get that core workout in today. This week we are kind of off schedule with things a little bit. Typically my daughters would have Silk's class on Monday nights and my son would have soccer practice. So if it was a different week, I would probably be doing this workout in the morning and then doing my run while they are at practice. So either running around the soccer fields or running around the subdivision near where my girls do their silk practice. But it is spring break for their activities this week, and my son's soccer practice also got rained out. So this is just how I'm getting these workouts in today. So on the core workout, I'm gonna be using the Les Mills On Demand app for that. And I will actually turn that on and show you guys what the app looks like and show you the workout that I'm going to be doing, how easy that is to navigate. Again, you can do these from your phone, you can do them from your laptop, tablet, if it's something that you want to use, but I really love how versatile it is, how many options they have for different workouts, and how easy it is just to turn it on and start moving and get that workout in pretty much at any part of the day that you can. I did end up having some macadamia nuts for a snack earlier, and for dinner tonight I'm going to make some pasta with chicken and broccoli, like an Alfredo pasta bake thing. So I'm gonna do my workout real quick, then go make dinner, and then probably get some work in this evening and call it a night. So let me show you real quick how the app works and the workout that I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you the best I can on this app. This is the Les Mills On Demand app. So when I first log in, it gives me, let's see, you have a bunch of different programs. So at the top, it'll show you different options for strength. So if you can see that, we've got body pump, strength development, functional strength, core, tone is one of their classes. There's like a ballet type class if you like that type of thing, and low impact trainer series. Then we've got core and martial arts. So if you like those types of workouts, body combat, body attack, body step. So those are just different types of classes. You have high intensity interval training, grit, and sprint. That's one on the bike. Those are both really tough classes. Yoga and flexibility, so balancing, just a stretching class. Dance. I do not prefer these types of classes. I am not much of a dancer, but a lot of people really like those. So if you like dance type classes, they have those options on there. Cycling, again, I mentioned I found my spin bike really cheap on Facebook Marketplace. So if you have the space for it and you enjoy bike workouts, they have a lot of great cycling classes. And then this is what I was talking to you about before. Kids, they even have a Born to Move. So if I click on this, if it was something you were interested in doing with your kids, you click on it, you can set the duration. So if you wanted to do a short workout, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and you scroll down and they just have all different types of workouts that you can do with your kids. You used to be able to sort on here by age level, but I'm not sure if you can do that anymore. Okay. So if you click on a workout, it'll give you the age range for what the class is good for. And that's for the kids part, I think. I think. Okay. It's been a while since I've done those ones, but they are on there. And then they also have a lot of really great training in here if you're just getting started. They have different workouts, wellness coaching. They also have just different training plans. So if I click on the plans down here, you can actually create your own schedule. They have just different recommendations, or you can actually select an entire plan that you want to do. So many different options that you can do with this app and different classes that you can do. What I'm going to do right now, this is actually my husband's phone because I have to record with my phone. So I borrowed his, and I want to do the core class. So I just have to find it. Let's see. It should probably be strength. There it is. So Les Mills core. If I click on that, for the duration, I only have about 30 minutes right now. So I'm going to do 30 minutes. It's going to filter it for me. And when I click back into here, I think I'll just go ahead and do one of their more recent ones. I don't think I've done either of these. So this one is 29 minutes. If I click on this, and then there should be a casting button once I play it. So when you click in, it'll tell you how long it is, what the intensity is, your equipment. So this one uses hand weights and a resistance band. And then it'll even tell you what you're doing through all of the different tracks. I know that's probably really hard to see on here, but very detailed. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a try. I will hit play and then cast it to my screen above, and we will get started.
Welcome to Les Mills Core. Come on down to the floor. Let's get warm.
Today is Tuesday. I'm about to do my workout for the day. Today is a running day and I have an interval run. This workout really should be done on the track, but with the timing of everything today, I can't get to a track tonight. My daughter has a violin group lesson tonight, so I'm going to run in my subdivision to get this one done. What I do when I can't get to the track and I have a specific workout I want to do is I will create a new workout in my Garmin app, and my watch will beep at me and tell me what to do and when I need to change up my intervals. So it's not 100% the same as a track workout, but you know, you do what you can. The intended workout is a speed workout, so 1 mile warm up and then 4 miles of intervals and a mile to cool down. So 6 miles total for those of you counting. The 4 miles I'm supposed to do will be to sprint straightaways if I was on a track, and then jog the curves and just repeat that for 4 miles. So I estimated about 0.06 or 0.07 miles for each interval, and I'm just going to speed up and slow down when my watch tells me I've gone those distances here in my neighborhood. I didn't want to work out this morning because it was rainy and really windy, so I got up early to get some errands in, get our homeschooling for the day. My kids are finishing up their geography game right now, and I'm gonna go run before the violin practice, and that will be my workout for the day. As far as meals went today, pretty much a copy paste of what I ate yesterday. Pretty much the same thing. Tonight we're just gonna do some leftovers since I made that big casserole, have some salad, and that should be it. I might do a smoothie after my run. So yeah, I'm gonna head out the door and get this done for the day. Good morning, you guys. Today is Wednesday, so we're on day 3 of workouts for this week. I mentioned on Monday that one of my goals is to try to get in 2 strength training sessions each week, so that's what I'm doing right now. Typically, I'd be doing a body pump class in my basement, but a friend of mine recently started teaching group fitness classes at the gym that I used to work at, so I wanted to come and support her and check out one of her classes. I typically would not be going to the gym, so this workout is kind of out of the ordinary, but it's going to be fun. Now, like I mentioned, I really do like going to the gym. I really like working out with other people, but for this season of life, it's just been easier for me to work out at home because it's much more convenient, and I'm pretty good about disciplining myself to do it. If going to a gym or taking a group fitness class with other people motivates you, definitely give it a try. I know some moms that will fit this in around homeschooling or will bring their kids to the gym. That's what I used to do, or they'll take a class at night. You've got to do what works for you, and it probably won't look like my routine or anyone else's, but if you're trying to get into the habit of working out, try a few new things to figure out what you really enjoy and what you're going to stick with. So, strength training. It's so important to be getting this in, ladies, more so as we get older, and body pump is what I do. This is the only strength training that I really do aside from maybe another core class like you saw on Monday. I could certainly put together my own routines or find a plan to follow for using free weights, but I just really like these classes. They've worked well for me. Body pump is a full body workout. It's choreographed to music, which makes it really fun, and it's something I can just put on and go through the class and not have to think about much. It's an hour class, and the focus is on high reps, lower weights, keeping tension on your muscles for a longer period of time. It's a full body workout, so you do a warm-up, squats, chest work, back, triceps, biceps, more leg work, shoulders, core, and stretch. So you only would want to do this about 2 to 3 times a week, typically with a break in between days. And there's a lot of science and research backing the workouts that Les Mills puts out there, so that's why I love recommending them so much. So this class is going to be fun. I'm excited to get into the gym today and support my friend. My husband is working from home, and the kids are going to get their independent schoolwork done this morning, and when I get home, we will finish up all the other homeschool stuff that we need to do together. Tonight I have some cardio planned, an easy 4-mile run that I will probably do on the treadmill. I had my oatmeal this morning, didn't have coffee yet. I'm already looking forward to that when I get home as well. Okay, let's get this done. All right, you guys, it is Thursday today. I am in my basement for today's workout. I'm going to be doing a workout on my bike using the Les Mills on-demand app, and it's going to be a sprint class, which is a high-intensity interval training on the bike. It is about 5:30 or so in the afternoon. Thursdays are busy for us. We had our homeschool co-op in the morning, and we got home maybe around 3:30. I don't remember. We had to stop at the store on the way home, but we got home. We just finished up some science, and my kids are finishing up some geography right now, and then we're going to be done with school for the day. So I came down here to get my workout in before dinner. So yesterday I did that body pump class in the morning, and then I had an easy 4-mile run in the evening, which I did on the treadmill. And this morning I felt pretty sore, and it was a late night last night, so I did not want to get up early to do my workout. So slept in just a little bit, and then told myself I would get it done tonight, which is sometimes a chance you are taking, but I am staying committed, and I'm going to get my workout in tonight. We're gonna go have dinner. We are having chili leftovers for dinner, so That's why we stopped at the store. I needed to get some more cornbread mix. We're gonna do chili and cornbread. And then we of course picked up some ice cream. I think we're going to sit down and watch Survivor tonight. My family really likes to sit down and watch Survivor together. So there is a new episode on. We're gonna watch that tonight and relax a little bit. So before I get started on the workout, I thought I would just show you, for those of you guys who haven't seen, I was just gonna show you the equipment that I have here that I keep at home for doing my workouts, since I do a lot of them at home here in my basement. Okay, so typically my bike is right here. I moved it up to the front today so that I could just honestly do better video and also see the screen a little bit better so I don't have to turn it up quite as loud. But typically my bike is there. I'll show you that in a minute. But I've got an elliptical and then a treadmill in the back. These are both really old. We got them a long time ago from some kind of secondhand store, and they were great investments. I love having them because I get a lot of use out of them. So if you're going to work out at home, invest in some equipment that's going to last you, that's gonna work really well for you. I haven't had to do hardly any upkeep on these things. We have moved this elliptical a few times. It still works really great. This treadmill has so many miles on it and I really like it. It's not a new fancy version by any means, but it has a certain type of belt on it where I don't have to oil it or grease it or anything like that, and it is just really easy to use, very low maintenance, and works great. Okay, I've got some equipment back here. I don't use this a ton. This is kind of extra, but we'll go back up to the front. And I moved my bike up here. I've got a screen, which my husband put this projector in when we were finishing our basement, and it's really cool. We like to do movie night and stuff down here, and it's also helpful because I can screencast my workouts and things onto the screen, but I do have to turn the volume up really loud if I'm way back there on the treadmill or on my bike. So what I like to do is I'll sometimes use an iPad on my bike, or if I'm on the treadmill or the elliptical. But this is the bike that I use. It's a very basic bike. I think I got it for like $150 on Facebook Marketplace. I strapped a little water bottle holder to it, and let's see, oh, it did come with pedals, but I have some clip-in shoes that I use with it. So we took the pedals off, but other than that, and then I just added this for my iPad. But another really good investment, especially since I use the Les Mills On Demand app, and we have the space for it, so I enjoy using that for some workouts. And then up here, mainly, I told you guys what I do for weight training is body pump. And I am an instructor. I'm not currently teaching in a gym, but I did purchase some of the equipment. It is pricier. You do not have to buy Les Mills equipment. You can simply, get a different barbell or have some free weights on hand. But I have a step bench, which comes in handy, and then just a couple of different sizes of weights. And then I have this bar, obviously, to use with the weights, and then just a pile of free weights. So I really need to get a couple of different sizes, but mainly I will use the 5s or the 8s, or these are 12s. I could really use a set of 10s and even a set of 15s, I think, at this point, but that is what I have, and that's what I use for working out at home. You don't need a huge space. We're fortunate. I've got this room in our basement to do this, but for a while we lived in a like 680 foot house, and I had my elliptical sitting in the corner, and you don't need a ton of space. You don't need a ton of equipment. If it's something that you're going to use and get good use out of, invest in some good equipment. But otherwise, pick up some free weights. I would recommend, this is a great, this resistance band is great to use. A lot of the core classes and different things on the Les Mills On Demand app will utilize that. You don't even need a barbell. If you like using a barbell, you can find those somewhere for a pretty decent price. I love this smart bar and these weights, but it is a bit pricier, but you can check those out at the Les Mills website if you are interested. But otherwise, free weights, that's going to really depend on where you're at and where you're starting with your fitness level. But that is what I would recommend, you know, to kind of have on hand if you're starting out at home. Some free weights, a band, and maybe even a step bench would be my top 3. Most of the classes and exercises that you can do with the Les Mills app, you can do without a lot of equipment and even just your body weight. So that is what I would recommend. I'm gonna go turn on the class that I'm gonna do for cycling and get that workout in. That was hard. All right, you guys, let's wrap up this week of workouts video. Today is Friday. It is about 5 p.m. I am in my basement again, surprise, surprise, since I do a lot of workouts down here. And today is going to be another strength day. I'm going to be doing body pump with my Les Mills On Demand app. I will be honest, I really was hoping to get this workout done this morning, but we had a field trip this morning. My kids went to a Challenger Learning Center here in our town and did like a space-themed field trip, which was really cool, but it was also early and I just didn't want to get up early and do the workout. So with that comes the discipline to get it done later in the day, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So came downstairs, I've got my water, I'm gonna set up my weights, screen is ready to go, and we're gonna do some strength training. Tomorrow is probably going to be a running day. I usually do one long run on either Saturday or Sunday during the weekend. Sunday is going to be my rest day this week, so that's the plan. I think I have 10 miles on the schedule for tomorrow morning, so we'll get up early, and I'm not sure if I will have time to do that outside when it's light or if I will just do that on the treadmill down here. So we'll see tomorrow. After I work out, I'm going to go upstairs and get the table ready for dinner. I have chili reheating in the crock pot. On Monday this week, I made that broccoli pasta casserole, and that lasted us 2 days plus a little extra. And then we did chili on Wednesday. That lasted for 2 days plus a little extra. So today is just gonna be kind of a day of leftovers where we kind of just eat up what we have left from the week. I like to make big either casseroles or, you know, use that crock pot so that we have meals that we can eat off of for a couple of days. So I'm not having to necessarily cook a big meal every night. So that's what we're gonna do for dinner. This morning I had my oatmeal, I had my coffee. For lunch, kind of the same thing. I had one of those turkey burgers that I made this week, along with half an apple, some macadamia nuts, and some salad. And then I had a Cliff Bar for a snack. So that was kind of my food for today. We'll do dinner and then probably, you know, some dessert, some ice cream or something. That usually happens in our house. So that's where we're at finishing off the week on the food front. Okay, let's go work out. All right, you guys, I just want to close this out and say thank you so much for joining me on this week of workouts. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing what my routine is like, watching the things that I do. This video is not to say that you have to do everything that I am doing or that has to look exactly like this. My goal in sharing my fitness routine is, well, for one, to show you that it can be done, especially if you have a busy schedule, you're a busy homeschool mom like me, and you want to make fitness a priority. It can be done. It's not always easy. You have to make some sacrifices, you have to be flexible, but it can be done. And the second reason is just to encourage you. If this is something that you either have wanted to do or that you are doing but need a little bit of motivation, I know it can be encouraging sometimes to see what other people are doing. And I'm hoping that it can encourage some of you as well to either start or continue making fitness a part of your lifestyle. It's really important. And just to see some of the things that I use, the Less Meals on Demand app, some of the equipment that I use, realizing that, with a very minimal investment, you can work out in your home, you can do just some basic things to help keep your body moving and be a good steward of the body that God has given you. So thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if that's something that you would like to do. Both of those things are a simple and free way to support my channel, and just let me know what you think. Also, drop any questions in the comments below. I would be happy to answer them for you, and just to get to know you guys a little bit more. Let me know where you are at on your fitness journey, what was encouraging to you, or what questions you do have. Thanks again so much for watching. I will see you next time.